Yo, what's happening, people? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, IFBB PRO Tyler. You know what time it is. Happy motherfucking Wednesday. Hope you guys and girls are enjoying yourself. Today, we're going to be talking to gamers about gaming, sort of, kind of. We'll talk about the habits that most gamers usually have. And I'm not just going to be ripping you a new one from like this weird fucking pedestal of being a professional bodybuilder because outside of being a professional bodybuilder, I'm also a gamer. I fucking love video games. If you love video games, drop that in the comments below. You know what time it is. You know what it do. If you love video games, let me know what video games you like, which ones you play, or whichever ones you played in your childhood. Dalen, what's good, bro? I see you, homie. You know, if you fuck with video games, let me know. All right, because I love video games, man. I love them. I love them. And there was a certain period in time. There was a certain period in time, yeah. Back then, I think I was how old was I? 14, 15, where I was like seriously addicted. Yo, new MW2 is fire. To be honest with you, I haven't played it yet. I got a couple of buddies that are playing it, and then honestly, I'll be honest with you, I want to play it. I really do, but I don't want to play it alone. I don't like playing multiplayer games alone anymore. You know, I'm not that kind of guy anymore. Before, yeah, when I was like 14, 15, I was super fucking addicted to Halo 4 was it when it dropped. You know, max ranked that bad boy in like 2 months. I played every single Halo. I own every Halo. I love them all. Played all the campaigns at least 3 times on all different levels of difficulty. Modern Warfare 2, the OG, definitely played that in its heyday. Was in those toxic lobbies and shit. But yeah, the new MW2 is pretty fire. I've been watching some gameplay on that. But we're going to be talking about gaming and also how that correlates with your fitness levels or lack thereof. All right. So if you play games, you enjoy video games, let me know what games you play or you've played in the past. Even if you're a dinosaur and the last thing you've played was Atari, drop that down. All right. You know what it is. Woo, gaming. Fuck yeah. You know what time it is. See you there on TikTok. You know what time it is. All right. So people, guys and girls, those of you that have never tuned into the Meathead on the Mic podcast, let me let you know that you are more than welcome to drop comments, questions, and do whatever you want in the comment section as I go along throughout the episode. But at the end of the episode, I'll try my best to answer as many questions and comments as possible. And through the bulk of this live stream, I will be essentially getting the correct soundbite, the proper soundbite that is needed for the people that are going to be listening to this on Apple Podcast and Spotify, right? Because again, this is also a podcast, but you're taking advantage of the fact that I'm live streaming, which is awesome because now we can actually have some meaningful discourse and you can ask some things. You can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about relating to this topic. And honestly, just ask questions and take advantage of the fact that I'm actually here live, direct, and in front of you. All right. So you get to pick up my brain for absolutely free 99. But we're going to get into this episode in a little bit. I'm just going to talk to some of the people here on TikTok. Have you ever played Deep Rock Galactic? No, it sounds familiar. I've never played it though. I'm more of like a first-person shooter type of guy. It's actually less of that now. Before I was like more of a first-person shooter. Like I played pretty much every Call of Duty. Not every Call of Duty. It was pretty much Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. World at War. They had max prestige both of them, but it wasn't even my fault that hacked lobbies, how that works. So then what? Modern Warfare 2, same thing, reached 11th prestige. And those of you guys that know about 11th prestige, the ghost prestige, they just got into a hacked lobby and then like you just leveled up one day. Yeah, that happened to me for sure. And then Black Ops 2. I stopped playing COD around Black Ops 2 in 2012, sort of when Halo 4 dropped. And then I missed out on Halo 5, didn't play that. And then I got back on the wagon for Halo Infinite, but I've played every single Halo since it dropped. And I own every single Halo and I love it. And I play the campaign over and over again. I actually really love Grand Theft Auto 2. That's sort of like been my thing. I've played Grand Theft Auto 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony, Lost and Damned. And I guess I'm waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6 as well. But I play video games, man. I love video games. So I'm not going to be here just like ripping you a new one and just like calling you out for like liking video games. But what I am going to do is address to you some of the realities that exist for those people that do play video games and the fact that their health is actually lacking. All right. It's a good game, you said. Yeah, I've never played Deep Rock Galactic, but I've heard of it. I'm not too sure what it is. I think, is it a strategy game? I'm not too sure. Kimosabi says, are you an adult film star? No, I'm not, but I appreciate the question. All right, so we are going to be diving into today's episode. Okay, let me just get this set up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your returning champion, IFBB PRO coming at you with another topic. And today, I'll be breaking down the fact that you need to take more responsibility for the way that you look. All right, that voice in your head isn't lying. All right, but before we dive into today's topic, I want you to share this out to two friends that you know need to hear about this. Two friends that you may play video games with online, that you party up with. Share this out to them. Definitely, they might need to hear this. All right. Again, this is sort of geared towards the people that love video games like me. And just because I'm a pro bodybuilder doesn't mean I can't love video games. As I was just saying on the live stream before this recording, I was talking about all the video games I've played in the past and how I still do play video games. I love them, from Halo to Call of Duty to Grand Theft Auto. I love video games, right? And I've literally sat down and played hours and hours. Like I've skipped school for video games, so like I've been a loser for video games. Like I know what you mean. You know what I mean? I fuck with video games, right? So we're gonna be breaking that down today, and of course talking about some of the things that are probably going on in your head. Some of the voices that you probably hear, and I'm here to tell you that that voice in your head isn't lying. Okay, like let's start off with this. Most of you guys are out here playing Call of Duty when you should really call the doctor. You know, seriously. Like, when's the last time you actually got a general checkup? When's the last time you got your blood work done? When's the last time you've done a urine test? Like, do you know how your body is working on the inside? Fuck how you look on the outside. That's one thing. That's how you feel. Sure, that's confidence, and I get that. But, like, how's your body actually functioning? Do you remember the last time you actually went to a general checkup? Okay. Because you might not know this, but you could possibly be on the verge of diabetes. And like, you also might not know this. Maybe you can know this because of the mirror and sort of like a subjective thing, but your BMI could be so high that you're actually clinically obese. You know what I mean? And like, maybe you have horrible blood pressure. You know what I mean? For those people that have horrible blood pressure, you're going to have to start taking fucking blood pressure meds and popping them like Skittles, which is not cool. You know what I mean? So it's important to go, take the extra step and actually care about your health. Do the thing that is going to give you the information to let you know if whatever is going on in the inside is working the way it should be, right? So that you can ensure that you're actually healthy outside of the fact that, you know, you look the way that you do. And of course, if you're obese, if you're fat, and you want to get rid of your man boobs and your gelatinous gut, that's another thing too. And we're going to sort of be addressing that with in a way where it's sort of like two birds with one stone in this episode. All right. And let me tell you, none of whatever's going on inside or outside of your body is getting better as you sit around glued to the TV or the monitor that you play video games with. Every day that passes, you're one day away from a random health scare or a heart attack. That's just the truth here. I'm not even fear mongering. I swear to fucking God. Like, that's just the truth. If you don't know what's going on in your body, you never do your blood work, you don't do urine tests, you don't go to the doctor, you're just waiting for a fucking heart attack. You're just waiting to hear that, oh, you're at risk for X, Y, and Z. You're pre-diabetic, or you already have type 2 diabetes, whatever it is. If you don't know what's going on in your body, you're already cooked. All right. So you've got to take that extra step and have that initiative in mind to actually move forward. I guess face your fears if you are afraid of going to the doctor, getting your blood work done, doing your urine tests, and being consistent with it. I personally recommend doing them quarterly, which just means every 3 months. And given that we're coming up to January, okay, January is literally in 30 days, you should literally start off the year with a doctor's visit, do your general checkup, check on your blood, right? Check all your lipids, your cholesterol, all that shit. Go to a Dynacare if you've got that where you live, right? And analyze what's going on inside your body and what you might need to fix, what you might need to change based off of whatever is right or wrong in your body. That's one thing I encourage you to do in the next month. That's the first thing. All right. Because let's be honest here, every single day that passes, your laziness is likely to increase if you play video games. Like I've played video games and I still do play video games. And I can tell you, when you're locked in and you're just focused on the next, unlock for the gun, or you're focused on the next part of whatever it is for the story mode, anything relating to the video game, when you're focused on that, nothing else really matters. And it sort of locks you in a state where being lazy is just okay because that's what you need to be essentially in order to focus on your game, right? And like, let's break it down here. No matter how bad things are looking right now, this is something you probably can agree with. You couldn't be bothered to do a thing about it because you're so distracted. Like you just rather play video games. Like, okay, cool. Like, I got this pain, this weird pain in my chest, or like I coughed a little bit of blood out the other day, but it's whatever. Like, I'm just gonna like wash it off and go play video games. Like, I know a lot of people have that mindset. Personally, I know one person who actually coughed up blood, and he's a gamer. I grew up with him. He's a really good friend of mine, a family friend, and same thing happened. He would like cough, so, blood would come out. And he just, yo, I'm gonna be back online in a little bit. Okay, cool. He goes back online, and it's like, yo, you good? What's up? Oh yeah, just cough a little blood, da 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 da. But yo, let's like party up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's crazy. Some people really are negligent towards their health because they're so focused on distractions. Doesn't even only have to be video games. It could be just like not focusing in general. Maybe it could also be that you're afraid of going to the doctor. Maybe it could be that you're afraid of changing your lifestyle to do the thing that you need to do in order to become more healthy. You couldn't be bothered to do a thing about anything when it comes to your health, not just the way you look, not just going to the gym, not just eating clean, but actually checking on your health because you're so distracted. Or at least you're focused on being lazy. Make sense? And in that sense, you technically put more effort into dying than living. And your body is a physical manifestation of those actions. Seriously. And like, let's come all the way clean here. I'm not here to fat shame. I mean, if you feel that way, then whatever. But I'm not here to actually hurt your feelings. I'm here to wake you the fuck up. This is the Meathead on the Mic podcast. I'm a meathead. This is the podcast. All right. And I'm going to tell it like it is. I give out value. I give out knowledge. I give out experiences and motivation if you need it. So if you can, derive something positive from this, that's my intention. But if you derive something negative from this, that's on you. It's probably the way that you think. All right. And let's just come all the way clean here. Like, let's be super fucking crystal clear. If whatever I say hurts your feelings in this podcast, anything, I want you to know that I have the intention of being positive towards you and actually like uplifting you. Yes, my words might be a little bit sharp, but the truth is, I'm just the voice that you already have in your head that you ignore when you're lazy. And the more you ignore that voice, the worse you feel, right? So if you feel a little bit bad, it's just because I'm telling you the truth. And the truth kind of does hurt. I'm not telling you anything new. You've said these things to yourself, which is already why, like, your fucking palms are probably sweaty listening to this. Listen to that voice in your head. It's telling you the truth. Continuing to play Call of Duty, Halo, Grand Theft Auto, whatever game you're playing, and becoming a professional slouch is not going to, benefit you long run when it comes to like your health. Like, I mean, we already know that, get more active, get up, eat cleaner, things of that sort. We already understand these things, but we don't do them because we're distracted or we don't care enough to until we're actually scared to death. Literally, quite literally scared to death and have to do it. And what I'm saying is, I want you to be proactive. Like, if anything, the number one takeaway from this episode is for you, the gamer, for you, the dude, to be more proactive about your health. Don't wait until you get so unbearably obese that, tying your shoes is a problem, or walking up the stairs is an issue, or that, you start to fucking, get symptoms for fucking stroke, man. Don't let it get to that point. Be more proactive. It's better. What's the line? And you guys all know the line. What is it? An ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. That's the line. If I butchered it, you understand the point. It's better to stop something before it happens than to let it happen and fix it. Damage control is way less effective after the damage. Way less effective. Think about that. That voice in your head that's telling you to go to the gym, that voice in your head that's telling you to turn off the fucking console, go outside, touch grass, cook food, clean food that is healthy for you, that will help you perform and live a better life. Again, like these are all things that you're saying to yourself in your head that you're ignoring. And I'm just here reminding you to actually take that voice in your head seriously. It's not for no reason that you have these thoughts. It's not for no reason that you feel super anxious and super depressed and super, just like horrible whenever you go out and you see people that are like, confident and that are talking to the girl that they want to talk to, or people that just exude that life about them. Like, you talk to some people that you just bump into randoms, you know what I mean? And they're just happy as fuck. You're like, oh, I bet it's the money for him, or it's just because X, Y, and Z or whatever. He's just lucky. Or nah, these people put in energy and they put in effort to listening to that voice in their head that you're ignoring. And if you just listen to that voice in your head too, you would be way closer to that person that you quote unquote envy. In terms of, when I say closer, I mean further away from your own self-destruction and closer to your own success, your own happiness, your own fulfillment, getting rid of your anxiety, getting rid of your depression. Does that make sense? You can continue playing Call of Duty and being a professional slouch all the time. Like, if that's all you do, that's all you do. I'm not saying playing video games is bad. I play video games and I still love them, and I'll always play them to the day I die. But if you continue to play Call of Duty and become a professional slouch and ignore that voice in your head, and you're not doing anything about it, and you know your life is getting worse, and you're feeling that anxiety, and you're super fucking depressed all the time, no self confidence, you're looking at yourself getting more and more fat every single day, your band boobs are swelling up, you're going up in bra sizes, your belly's hanging lower every single day, it's not the move. You better call the fucking doctor for a checkup. And I'm not even saying this based on your looks. Even if you aren't super obese, still go to the doctor. If you haven't been in the last 6 months, no excuse. Look at the analytics and see what needs to be done to prevent anything from stopping your life. You have the opportunity. It's better safe than sorry. Always remember, guys, especially my fucking gamers. I love y'all, for real, especially my gamers. Remember this: you can die in Call of Duty, you can die in Halo, you can die, get wasted in Grand Theft Auto, but there are no respawns in the real world. It's one life. YOLO for real. Take that in. Treat it like that. Wake the fuck up. All right? That's it. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Let's embrace your inner meathead together. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB Pro Maputale signing out. Boom. All right. Podcast episode's recorded. Ooh, my back is hurting a little bit from